Hey guys, Ponce here, and I'm connected to the internet again, so I have a preview of the new Poppy rework on the PBE for you guys. So I'm just going to go through all the animations at the beginning, and then I'll quickly go over abilities and then sort of show off what they do. So as there's a visual rework attached to this as well, so let's start with the taunt here.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, hammer!
George Bush joke. Anyway.
A Demacian, a Noxian, and a Freljordian walk into a tavern. The barkeep asks, what'll it be? The Demacian says, I'll have a wine. No, wait, an ale. Yeah. Then the Noxian says, I'll have a wine. Yeah, he wants a wine. And the Freljordian says, I'll drink anything so long as... Wait, hold on. Let me start over. A Demacian, a Noxian, and a Freljordian walk into a tavern.
That was awful. Anyway. Just got really goofy animations. Anyway, I'm just going to show off the abilities now. So, well, rather than, before I show them off, let me explain what they do. So the passive Poppy's old kind of wonky 50% damage thing is gone. Now Poppy's, I'll just read the thing up. Iron Bastard. Poppy's basic attack throws her buckler, gaining 400 range and a certain amount of magic damage on a 10-second cooldown. So basically what happens here is the bonus damage scales based on your level. So I'm level 18, so it's maxed out at 190. Wouldn't worry about the numbers too much. These could change since it's early public test realm stuff. And the cooldown also goes low. I think it started at 16 seconds-ish, might have been 14, and max level it's down to 10 seconds. This is not affected by cooldown reduction, I'm pretty certain. I'll check at the very end of the video just to make sure, but I think it's just kind of always been a flat thing. Yeah. The buckler lands at a nearby location, and Poppy can pick it up to gain a shield that absorbs 15% of her maximum health damage for 6 seconds. Enemies can step on the buckler to destroy it. The buckler automatically returns to Poppy if the target kills, or the attack kills the target. So it's a little bit like Draven Axes, kind of, not like a lot, but sort of. So next we have Hammer Shock. This is the replacement of Poppy's old Q. It's still an auto attack reset, incidentally, so we can just show it off on the ground. Explodes. So Poppy smashes the ground, dealing a certain amount of physical damage with a bonus 80 ratio, plus 6% of the enemy's maximum health as physical damage, and leaving it an unstable area. The flat attack speed, or rather, not the flat damage increases per level, but the maximum health as physical damage portion, that is always 6%, so that does not scale at all. The area slows the enemy inside it by 40% and erupts after 1 second, dealing initial damage again. Hammer Shock deals 80% damage to minions. So, just to sort of be clear on this, basically this thing, if it lands twice, this part, plus the explosion part, that is 170 damage plus the bonus damage times 2, plus 6% of the enemy's health is physical damage, or maximum health is physical damage. That also gets applied again. So that's 12%, which is pretty nuts if you land both things. Next, let's go to Steadfast Presence, her new W. Passive. Poppy gains 27 or a certain amount of armor and magic resistance, 12% of her armor and magic resistance. This bonus is doubled if Poppy is slowed 40% or below 40% health. So kind of like her old passive, actually. Active. For the next 2.5 seconds, Poppy gains 35% movement speed. While Steadfast Presence is active, she stops enemy champions in the area around her, dealing 200 or a certain amount of magic damage when they try and dash. So let me just show you what that looks like there. So you move fast. Anyone who tries to dash out of there from you, or like gets in that area and dashes, they take damage. You prevent the dash. Lastly, we have Heroic Charge. This is basically the same as the old E, like perhaps not exactly the same. I don't know if the damage is the same or not, but Poppy tackles the enemy, dealing physical damage and carrying them forward. Poppy carries the target into terrain. The enemy takes additional physical damage and is stunned for 2 seconds. So, it's just that. Now her ult, that's the weird one. Since Misfortune's wrecking our base, we're actually going to use the ult to kill her, and then I'll explain what it does. Watch this, guys. That's a lot of minions, so let's just take care of those minions real quickly. Use all our abilities in tandem. I don't have a lot of physical damage, so it might take a moment here, but we have some AoE. Certainly have a lot in defensive stats, and only about dead down slate. Oh god, the super minions here. Alright, so I'll let them do that. It doesn't really matter. The game can end. Let me just explain what happened with the ult there really quickly. Poppy channels for up to 4 seconds, slowing herself by 15%. Second cast. Poppy smashes the ground, emanating a shockwave that deals a certain amount of physical damage to enemies around her, and around the champion. Let me reread that. Poppy smashes the ground, emanating a shockwave that deals 400 physical damage to enemies around the first champion hit and knocking them a large distance towards the summoning platform. This shockwave length and knockback distance increases with channel duration. Enemies are untargetable while they are being knocked away. So yeah, basically, you see when I used it on Miss Fortune right there and I hit her that way, I charged it a while and she got knocked all the way over here. So back towards her summoning platform, like kind of in that direction. It deals a bunch of damage, and it's kind of like a hammer, a little bit like Sejuani ult actually, but obviously not quite. So that's kind of interesting. I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to think of like appropriate applications. That I guess it's like the super peel move, or if you maybe get ganked in lane, you just like knock everyone away from you, and like I'm fine, and you get away, or knocking people into like traps, I guess, like you go way. No, I guess. Yeah, I guess maybe they're pushed way past your team, and then you knock them backwards into your team or something. I don't know. It's a very weird ult. So anyway, it's some interesting stuff going on there with Poppy. I'm looking forward to testing this probably over the next couple days. Again, I just got my internet back after I don't know, what is this, 5 days or something. I just moved. Some of you guys may have seen that video, but yeah. So this video might have been a bit sloppy, but I got to get back into the swing of things. Yeah, I'm looking forward to testing this champion out. Looks like a top laner still. I wonder if she can jungle. Probably, but anyway, we'll find out. I'll see you guys around, and thank you very much for watching. I look forward to having a steady schedule and making videos and doing the live stream stuff again. See you around.